You know how sometimes you just like crave a little more green in your life? Especially if you're living in a concrete jungle like, New York City.
Yeah, totally. That little escape can make all the difference.
So for today's deep dive, we're digging into a company that's bringing nature to the big city. New York Planties Garden Designers.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, so what's the game plan? We diving into their website or
Oh,
something?
we've got the website and we've got a whole stack of Google reviews to sift through. Should be interesting.
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Okay, so right off the bat, their website tells us they've been around since 1999.
99. Wow, okay. So they've seen some trends come and go in the plant world, I bet.
Over 25 years of experience. And get this, they actually started out on Long Island.
Really? Huh.
Yep.
So they weren't always a city slicker plant company.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nope, now they're completely focused on Manhattan.
That is a pretty big change. You don't see businesses ditching the suburbs for, like, the heart of the city too often. Makes you wonder what they learned along the way, you know?
For real.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's more. They're not just about planting. I mean, they specialize in design and installation, obviously.
Right. Got to make it look good.
But they also offer, get this, ongoing maintenance for certain clients.
Oh, so like the whole shebang. The plant parents' dream team.
Totally. And check out this client list. Homeowners, builders, even other landscape architects.
Whoa, hold up. Other landscape architects. That's like the pros calling in the pros. They must be good.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they've gone from working for other designers to becoming the go-to resource. Says a lot.
Definitely. Like, they've seen it all, done it all.
Right. Okay, but let's get into the specifics here. Because they do way more than just, put a few ferns on your fire escape.
Okay, like what? Spill the beans.
So they got this whole thing for rooftop and terrace gardens.
Oh, very city chic. I'm picturing like those little urban oases.
Exactly. And speaking of rooftop gardens, they also mentioned installing drip irrigation systems. Which, I mean, that's genius in a city.
Totally. Way less water waste. And I bet the plants love it too.
And if you want to keep the party going after dark, they also handle landscape lighting.
Oh, ambiance is key. Gotta set the mood. But, okay, this is what really got me. They build custom planters.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, in their own workshop, too. Can you imagine?
Like we're talking handcrafted, made-to-order planters.
Okay, that is serious dedication. That's like next level plant love right there. But, okay, enough about the what. Let's hear from the people who actually, like, experience these plant wizards firsthand.
Right. Time for the Google reviews.
Hit me with the good stuff.
Okay, this first one is great. So we've got Sharon Carr. She's got this, like, tiny little terrace on the Upper West Side.
Okay, I can picture it. Classic brownstone situation.
Totally. But here's the kicker. Last year, her whole terrace got swallowed by scaffolding.
Oh, no. The worst. That's like every city dweller's nightmare.
Right. But here's where New York Plantings comes in. They'd already set up her whole terrace garden the year before, and they went above and beyond to make sure her trees and plants survived the whole scaffolding ordeal.
No way. What did they do? Build like a tiny greenhouse around the scaffolding?
I know. She even calls them miracle workers for keeping everything alive.
The miracle workers. I'm telling you. It's one thing to design a pretty garden. It's another thing to deal with those crazy city curveballs.
Yeah.
And still make the plants thrive.
Okay, next up we've got James Rosenberg. Wanted to liven up his office a bit.
Always a good call. Who doesn't need more office plants, honestly?
Seriously. So he has New York Plantings bring in, get this, 20 indoor plants.
Whoa, okay, that's commitment. This isn't like your average desk succulent situation.
No, we're talking a full-on office jungle. Yeah. But here's the thing. They were really strategic about it. They picked all these low-maintenance plants that would actually do well under office lighting.
Okay, smart. They're thinking about the long game. No one wants a bunch of sad, wilting plants.
And get this, James said they were in and out in 3 hours.
3 hours? Dang, that's some A efficiency right there, like a plant SWAT team.
Right. But he also mentioned how much he loved their care instructions, really detailed, specific stuff. Said his office feels so much more lively and productive now.
Okay, I feel calmer already just thinking about it. There's definitely something to be said about being surrounded by a little bit of nature,
Totally. Okay, last review, I promise. This one's from Alan Hill. He went all out full terrace garden installation, called the New York Plantings team True Artisans, which I kind of love that.
True artisans. I love it. So we're not just talking about plants anymore. This is art we're dealing with.
Right. And he said they created this space that was elegant and inviting.
See? Elegant and inviting. That's the dream right there. It's got to be both. Like, you want it to look amazing, but also be a place where you actually want to, like, hang out and enjoy it.
Exactly. And that seems to be the thing with all these reviews. It's not just about the plants themselves. It's about the whole vibe they create. It's like they're curating these outdoor experiences,
Yeah.
Not just like plopping down some plants and calling it a day.
And totally. They're tapping into something, like, deeper here. That human need to connect with nature, even in the middle of the city. And it makes you wonder, what can we, like, learn from all this? What does their success say about, the future of cities?
Well, that's good. It's not just about individual gardens, is it? It's about, like, reimagining what a city can be.
Exactly. Imagine if, like, rooftop gardens weren't just the thing for fancy buildings, but, like, the norm. Buildings designed with green spaces built in.
Whoa, okay. Now that's a future I can get behind. And you know what else is cool? You don't need a ton of space to make a difference. Even a little balcony or fire escape can be an oasis with the right touch.
Right. Every little bit helps. And it's not just about us humans either. Think about the bees, the butterflies, all the little critters who benefit from those pockets of green.
It's like we're building a whole ecosystem, one rooftop garden at a time. Okay, so for those listening who are, like, totally inspired right now, I'd have no clue where to start. Any advice?
First things first, get to know your space. How much sun does it get? What direction does it face? And then, honestly, don't be afraid to experiment. There are so many resources out there these days. Websites, gardening groups, you name it.
And hey, if it all feels a little overwhelming, there's no shame in calling in the professionals.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need a little expert guidance. It's about, like, finding that balance between DIY and knowing when to call for backup.
So well said. Well, there you have it. Our deep dive into New York Planting's garden designers. Hopefully you're feeling inspired to bring a little bit of nature into your own life wherever you are.
Happy gardening, everyone.